and all the members of our IACC members of Andhra and Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. And under the leadership of Dr. Sridevi, it is actually the whole chapter is going in a great way, and we are all being guided in each and every aspect of IACC. And before I just go, I wish all of you a happy and prosperous new year. And now today's topic I can speak on safeguarding SMEs, tackling cybersecurity challenges. Right? So, 1 second. No, do you know who is she? Have any idea who is she? And actually, I can say that she is the ex-defense minister of our Germany. And now she is the chairman of European Commission. Why I'm showing this picture? Because in one of the conferences, she has waved her hand like this to the public. Someone from the crowd, they have taken the snap of her photo of her thumb and created the biometric of her thumb. And he has shown that he can hack her account. And he has shown to this lady. She is Van der Van. And actually, hacker fakes fingerprints. And the German defense minister's fingerprints using photos of her hands. Actually, John Chrysler, known in hacker circles as Starbug, used commercial software called Verifinger and several close photos of Van der Leyen. She is Van der Leyen, and now after this talk, they were telling that politicians will presumably wear gloves when talking in public. He was joking it. Okay, this is the first example I want to give. The next is on, I think everybody can see this lady. Actually, she is staying in here in high-tech city, and she actually begs in front of a temple. Nowadays, the new concept has come. They are not asking money. She's showing her QR code. Am I right? Now, actually, she doesn't know what is that QR code. She is not educated. What it happens, what will happen to that QR code, where that money is going, she doesn't know. And people who are paying her, that also people are simply they're going and clicking there and they're paying money to her. They also do not know where this money is going off. So now, this lady, she doesn't know that there can be a QR code swap attack. You know that? There was a case in one of the merchant courts. Actually, I can say that in Khajuraho somewhere, there was an incident, UPI payments incident. They got it. What they have done? They have taken out, saw a lot of people. What they have done? They have taken out all the QR code stickers and put their own stickers there, so that people they were going and clicking it, they got money. And it happened, I think, in one of the metros also, but it has not come out, where within half an hour, I think they lost about, 10 to 15 lakhs. Because people are going and simply they are clicking it. So we should know what is that QR code, why it is happening. Okay, they are using through AI and they're altering them digitally. So actually, 587% of phishing rates, it's called phishing QR code, that is in 2023, and 25% year on year into 2025, the frauds it is going off. And the impact is average business loss is about 1 million per incident. And 89 target credentials are there. So 36% already reported, and actually, the boost, actually the training is ID by 87%. So what are the attack tactics they are using it? Fraudsters cover real QR stickers at shops, petrol pumps, or with fakes or trick vendors into saving tampered codes showing original names but scammer accounts that we do not know. Simply somebody, there is a code, there is no, this lady has got one QR code, people are simply clicking it. Where that account is going, what is happening, nobody knows. Awareness is not there in the public. And with that, actually, even is still more dangerous that this digital phishing links, malicious QRs to fake websites, stealing pins that are able to take your personal information number, and the phishing surged by 51% globally, with 22%, 23 phishing using QRs itself. So we can understand the how much the QR code danger is there. But still, it is highly successful. It is very easy to use. People are using it. But still, there are some problems with this QR code itself. But government is trying its level best to put all the controls. But always, the thief is always intelligent. And now after this chat GPT, you would have already seen how it will give you the fake voice. Now I'll just.
Well, this is an automated message from the Internal Revenue Service. We have identified an urgent tax issue with your account. Please call us back immediately at 1-800-67 to resolve this matter. Failure to respond may result in account suspension. Thank you.
Hey, this is Michael from the IRS. I just wanted to give you a quick call because we've noticed a bit of a mismatch between your reported income and the information we've received from your employer. Could you give us a call back at your earliest convenience? My direct line is 1-800-67. It's really important we sort this out quickly to avoid any issues. Thanks a lot, and yeah, chat soon.
See how the message has come and how the automated message from your bank's fraud department. We have detected suspicious activity on your account. Please call us immediately. Account. Nowadays, we are getting a lot of calls like this. It's nothing but automated. Now, human beings are not there in this. A bot can do it in this artificial intelligence world. So this is one of the frauds just I want to show here.
Hey, this is Michael from the IRS.
Now, again, how the AI scams surge, that is voice cloning and deepfake threats sweep India. Now, we are getting a lot of calls nowadays from, they are getting the contact details and they are doing fake calls to the people. We are all, now you would have seen even the digital arrests, how they are happening, and government is very serious about this, and people are worried about, a lot of people, they lost a lot of money here. Okay. And see, I can say that, see, one deepfake CFO tricks employee into transferring more than $25 million. It is happening because people are showing as if an original person is speaking. That is through deepfake. He can clone, he can talk, whatever he wants. And people, they're believing that. Even you would have seen in Facebook or in WhatsApp, as if the original WhatsApp account holder is speaking or original Facebook person is speaking, they're requesting them, they're taking money from people. It is happening now. So somebody in deepfake robocall of, I think, President Joe Biden encouraged Democrats not to vote in New Hampshire primary. It has happened. These are all practical cases. So you're all there in this, nowadays in this fraud world and AI environment. So for this, for every lock, there is someone out there trying to pick it or break it. That is what said by David Bernstein. So that means whatever you do it, whatever you bring the technology, the thief is always intelligent. He knows how to break your system, how to come inside the system. He always does that. There are several types of people are there that we'll discuss later, but must be very careful as far as these cyber threats or cyber attacks are concerned. Okay. So now, actually, we'll again talk about this. Again, what is information security and what is cyber security, what is hacking and types of hacking, and white, gray, black hats, script kiddies, and what is data privacy, that also we are going to discuss. Then deep fakes and dark web, and what is a cyber attack and what is cyber hygiene. Just I want to say how things are going to happen and how we are going to safeguard ourselves, because that our SMEs, how they are going to safeguard their organizations. So this is the terminology I already told. So now what is SME? You all know that, but still I think they are characterized and the definition varies by country and region, but with this limited revenue and below certain thresholds they are given. That is actually micro, we know, small is there less than 10 crores. Again, small is less than 50 crores or less than 5 crores, and more than of turnover is 50 crore, and medium investment it is there. And types of SMEs, they are manufacturing where you got clothing, machinery, electronics, furniture. This is not limited in this area, but a lot of industries are there in this where they can be taken into types of SMEs. That is service consulting, accounting, marketing, IT services, trading, import, export, wholesale, domestic commerce, and SME industry examples. Even the pharmaceuticals will come under this. Some of them are there. And hair and beauty salons, dental practices and food processing, organic farming, fintech, travel agencies, e-commerce retailers, and hospitality, boutique hotels, caves, IT service providers, and safe software startups. Now, these are the MSME entities in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. This is as per Udyam, I can say that. And Telangana, we have got a lot of 47.5 out of 47.57 lakhs. We have micro enterprises, and small are there about 20,135, and 1,777 are there medium industry here. These are all I am coming from the government statistics. And the Andhra Pradesh about 52.23 and 16,952, that which is related to this industry, and 977 for this our medium industry. So actually, if you take the total percentage of 100%, 98.6% are micro industries, only 1.4% are there in small and medium scale industries. So whereas the India's MSME contribution, GDP contribution is 30.1% of India's GDP, and export contribution, it is 48.55% of India's exports. MSMEs, they are the backbone of India's economy and driving sustainable growth, employment, and global competitiveness, together building a stronger India. And now the SME breach reality, because I want to come here how the breach reality, how they are being impacted by the cyber threats or cyber. 74% of Indian SMEs experienced at least one cyber attack in 2024 and 25. 60% of breached SMEs failed to recover fully and shut down within 6 months. Only 13% have formal cyber security policies in place. So our certain reported 2.2 million plus incidents in 2024, and SME is heavily impacted. So with these statistics, you will understand where actually SMEs are affected. And the scale impact is 63 million. And the primary threat vectors, that means the reasons of how and cyber attacks are happening through what areas. That is ransomware, where they will encrypt critical files, forces payment decisions, and phishing and social engineering, and delivers malware, credential theft, and insider threats, ex-employees selling data to competitors, and cloud misconfigurations, public, that is S3 buckets, or exposing sensitive data. So these are the common threat vectors for Indian SME, where the ransomware has taken 35% prevalence, and business email compromise, that is what we call it as BEC, that is 27%. Insider threats, it is 18%. Cloud misconfigurations, 12%, and social engineering scams, about 8%. These are all the sources we have given here. As per this source, the statistics were brought. Now, coming to some examples where I can say that the one of the WhatsApp hijack, the Noida branding SME lost because they got actually they treat mobile apps with the same security rigor as networks. How the incident happened? Actually, attackers tricked staff into sharing WhatsApp verification code, a fake via site, and they enabled account hijack and client scams through actually impersonation. He doesn't know what actually happened, and he was hijacked by these fellows. And how it happens? Actually, they get a deceptive message or link from seemingly trusted source. When you look at that, we thought that it's a trusted source. Then enter official WhatsApp pairing code on fraudulent page and granting attacker, they have given access to him. Then hijacker messages contacts for urgent money transfers. So what we can do, then money is transferred to them and they lost their money. So how it can be prevented? Enable WhatsApp account two-step verification PIN immediately, or ignore all OTP. Please, I request all of my members, please don't share OTPs or any sharing requests, because WhatsApp never asks via chat. Review and log out unknown link device regularly. Train teams on phishing. This is very, very important as far as WhatsApp is concerned. A lot of examples are there, but just I am giving only. This is coin data leakage. This is how it has happened. Actually, there is a company in US where they've got a branch in Indore. Okay. Then Indore-based outsourcing SME handling sensitive customer data. Employees secretly, because he cannot do anything, he cannot transfer data. Even he has photographed and sold user data to third party. There was a major data compromise, and what they have done, the US company, they have removed all the employees in Indo, that the 220 employees, they have removed them. Even they have not actually, they tried the level best to take money, but because of some certain security, this thing, money has not gone, but the data has been lost. There is a global trust breach is there. So that is the reason immediately they could know that, and they have immediately terminated all the employees. So here you can say that vendor of an indoor vendor, that where the risk management is very, very critical. You must go for vendor assessment, and vendor risk management is very, very important when you are outsourcing any SME service to somebody. At that time, you should look at whether this vendor is actually certified on ISO, or you have to look at a lot of things. You have to take an NDA from them so that you are totally safe. Then next one is Gurgaon Logistics ransomware. This ransomware again we'll cover later also. But actually these people, they have locked the operations with no backup available. Because ransomware, it's nothing but usually in the earlier pictures, hero or heroine will be kidnapped and then they'll ask for money. Then if you give, okay, if not, they'll kill, or they'll do something for those people. Same thing here also. Ransomware is nothing but it's data kidnap. That's the meaning I can call. Where your data being kidnapped, that data again, if they want back, we will encrypt the data. They'll ask for money. If we don't give it, they will sell, and we are very sorry. So actually like this 4,000 shipments locked, and they wanted 12 lakh ransom demand, complete business disruption. They have to do it. If not, they will not get back. So what happened in this? They lost the revenue, they lost customer trust, and operational continuity. So for this, what we can do actually, if you have backup, regular backup, again, we'll talk later, and a disaster recovery plans are there, mission critical, then no problem. If not, you are going to pay that money to them. Because people, they do not know, they take very light when the backup comes, and they don't take proper measures in protecting their data. A lot of steps are there in cybersecurity we're going to discuss. But as far as ransomware is concerned, how to come back, how to identify the problem, how to get back to the business, that's very, very important. Because a lot of small firms, they do not know, they don't have the idea what is ransomware, why it is happening, how he has entered my organization, how he has locked my system. And nowadays they'll ask only crypto money. They'll not ask you because they'll be identified. So this is about ransomware. Then how it has happened, and already just now I explained. So now this is business email compromise. Actually, what they have done, the director, they have got the director's email. The hackers, they got tricked the Surat textile SME account team with the directors. His email is hacked, and they told the employee there or to transfer the amount. Because a small firm, when director is calling, while director is sending the mail, they are worried and they are transferred the amount. And always very large amounts beyond email instructions also. It happened to me in my bank itself once, because we have got a call from PMO office. Because in the banks, public sector banks, they'll get phones from PMO office, and they will tell, okay, you, this company, you have to give this much, this many lakhs of loan, without looking at, and it will come to the chairman and managing director. Immediately he will tell the departments down there, give a loan or give the money to them. At that time, these things, this many checks and balances are not there. They used to pay money. It goes to fraudsters also, because somebody actually done a wrong telephone call they got, and they are paid, and afterwards they could know. Okay, at that time this technology is not there, but finally they could recover money from the fraudsters. That's a different issue. But here, the fraudster posed as the money company director via email and directly financed him to pay fake vendor 38 lakh, which was lost immediately. So what is the lessons learned here? You have to verify the transaction. Use phone calls, in-person checks, big transfers, never trust email alone. You have to just have a confirmation from the organization. That's important. And you have to train the staff, teach finance teams to spot phishing and social engineering. That's very important. Because again, we'll talk about phishing later. Then secure email, that is deploy gateways to block spoofs before they hit inboxes. So I think there is again one more I4C portal is there, cybercrime reports, to aid recovery and prevention. Oh, case studies, one more. Chennai, I think startup, because I think time is very less for me. Well, I'll just rush up certain examples, but still, these are all very, very important for us, because because there is a public S3 is nothing but a backup of AWS, where shared on the Telegram. The Telegram everybody uses, where they actually audit cloud setups rigorously, never assume security. They have not looked at security at all in cloud security. So what is the roadmap they got? So first, they have to go and start initial that assessment and gap analysis to spot weaknesses. And actually, how they can do it, they should actually go for the future trends, how we are going to have they protect the organization through zero trust becomes a standard, with AI automating ISO SOC compliance. Then cloud native platforms like CSPM, CNAPP, or gain friction DPDP Act. I think you know about DPDP Act enforcement, that also we're going to discuss. Then quantum safe encryption, emergency decode, long priority. These are all the common attack scenarios where actually industries are going to have. That is business working with
Sir,
a
sorry to interrupt in between.
yeah.
Sir, sorry to interrupt. There are two screens coming on the screen, two slides
Acha.
basically. So my request if we can have full screen instead of these two screens. Next
One
slide is
second.
also coming.
One second.
Right,
I'll
sir.
try. Give me a second.
Sure, no problem.
So okay now?
Yeah, this is fine. Just full screen.
It's okay. So
Yeah,
now
now
actually I
it's
want to
fine.
discuss
Thank you.
on yeah. Sorry. I think we have the common attack scenarios we have actually business working with a foreign supplier where you can the long-standing, I think, the relationship with the supplier, but ask for funds to be sent to a different account. That's a dangerous thing. And business receiving or initial wire transfer request, that's again a spoofing accounts of top executives, and another employee receives message to transfer funds. That is one more type of attack. And third one is business contacts receiving fraudulent correspondence by taking over an employee's email account and sending invoice out to the company suppliers, and money is transferred to bogus accounts. Executive and attorney impersonation. That is actually people, they are looking like the fraudsters pretend to be lawyers, and the executive dealing with confidential time sensitive matters. Data theft, fraudulent emails, requests either all ways or tax statements, a list of personally identifiable information they're stolen. Then these come from compromised and spoofed executive email account. These are all actually a common attack scenarios wherever the business is concerned. Now, why should we be worried? Because now theft is becoming increasingly digital. Earlier it's only physical, now it has become increasingly digital. Ease of identity, account and credential theft makes everyone a real target, and applies to organizations that house such data or individuals themselves, and compromise may affect customers, co-workers, friends and family. So what is that the cybersecurity matters to for SME? Indian SMEs are increasingly digital and increasingly targeted, we can say. So now there is a lot of surge in our digital payment. Just now I was talking about UPI, and online transactions make business more connected and more exposed. See, UPI is very, now Google Pay or Paytm, whatever you call, they're very, very easy to pay. But a lot of frauds are happening there only. Okay. Then easy targets, attackers see SMEs profitable targets, fewer defenses than large enterprise. They spend a lot of money on cybersecurity. They got a lot of controls, but whereas small companies, they don't have that much defenses, only fewer defenses they'll have. That is the reason they'll face all these problems. Then what are the real consequences? There is a financial loss, operational downtime, reputation damage, and legal liability. Just now I was telling you about, I think 63% of companies where after this attack, they are simply closing their shop after 6 months. Why? Because of these these cyber security loopholes. So these consequences, we have to think over how to take cyber security seriously. Now, what are the types of attacks? Again, we are going to discuss about all these attacks. There's malware. Actually, I can say malware, frauds are there, spyware, adware, spam emails, identity theft, cyberbullying, or there DOS attacks and DDoS attacks and phishing. This again, phishing, you got a lot of phishing types are there. There is spear phishing is there, whale phishing is there, and other, I think other slides you'll get it all. I'm going to discuss about all these attacks. Now, how the global attacks in 2022 and 25. See, distribution of protocols, email versus web vector. 32% are web and 68% email. And top of banking frozen, and I can show you how it happens. You can see real. Now what is happening? This is the real one. Now what is happening? You can see how it's a real data now. How the attacks are happening in the world. Already 60 lakh, 15,000 attacks on this day. The worldwide checkpoint has given its live dashboard. With this, you can understand how much security required for each organization. And here it is given in the colors: malware how many, phishing how many, or exploit how many. Most of them are exploit, and the recent daily attacks are there. You can see how the attacks are taking place. Escape. It's not taking. 1 second. Yes. Sorry, because I'm connected outside. So now what is information security? Okay, so you're seeing how the SMEs are being again attacked, and how the industry, the global trends you're seeing, and attacks how are happening. So now we have come to the security aspect. That is what is information security, which protects. There is a triad, we call it as, that's called confidentiality, integrity, and availability, and non-repudiation of important data. Okay, these controls can be physical or technical, locks and safes, and encryption and passwords. Technology has made our lives easier in many ways, but this convenience has also increased our exposure to threats. Thieves and attackers can also work more effectively. Why? Because in this AI world, now our awareness is very, very important. Because thief is always intelligent, already I told you. They know how to come into your area, your privacy area, and attack. So now, I think if you take this example, the outer layer, we call it as information security, which includes your physical security and cyber security, where everything comes under information security. Cyber security means where your digital data, whatever in digital format, that will come under your cyber security. Right? I don't want to go still in deep. Then network security, where your perimeter, where all your firewalls, your network, your everything comes under network security. Then your infrastructure, IT security, that's called your servers and all these infrastructure, your PCs, everything come under IT security. And the data security, where your database, your Oracle or IBM, whatever the database you have, where the data. And finally, the core data, that is the data where actually people are attacking. Data is nothing but now that is an oil. That is the life of this cyber security or cyber threat or cyber, whatever you call it, that is an important aspect of this internet. So the levels of security. Then the three pillars I was talking about: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So confidentiality, any authorized, the process should be able to, or they cannot, or modify the data where the confidentiality work. Data integrity, that means whatever result comes out of the data, that's called integrity. Now 1 + 1 is equal to 2, that the result should come as 2 only. If 1 + 1 is coming to 3 means something wrong there. So the data should be in correct state and nobody should tamper it accidentally or maliciously. If some integrity change is there, that only people will tell, please check your email, the whatever data you're getting, please look at that. Any difference is there. Then availability, where the authorized user should be able to access data whenever they need to do, where we call it as backup, business continuity, or when ransomware attack happens, this availability comes into picture. If availability is there, nothing will happen even if your ransomware attack is there. Because your data is available. If he is asking money, you can say, tell him, thanks, I don't mind, I don't want I need not pay anything. Simply I can format the system, I can come back to original, and I'll put my data there from my backup, and everything is fine. So confidentiality, integrity, availability, these are the three pillars. Whichever standard you talk on cyber security, these three things only they'll tell. Lot of standards have come, lot of certifications have come. Everything again, they'll come back to these three pillars: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So what is cyber security? Again, because we talked about all the security levels and these three. And when coming to, because now we are worried about cyber only, cyber security. So the cyber security is a practice of protecting systems, networks, and programs from digital attacks, and safeguard sensitive data and maintain system availability. Encompasses technology, process, and people working together, essential for businesses, governments, and individuals. So there are 8 pillars of cybersecurity. Again, there where you can have the prevent malware delivery and execution, where you can talk about application control, patch controls, then configure Microsoft Office, Exchange, Office micro settings, and user application hardening. And limit the extent of cybersecurity incidents if you want to, do it. Restrict administrative privilege. The problem here is everybody is given administrative privilege in the organization, so where the organization being compromised. Then again, always you have to patch your operating systems. Then multi-factor authentication is very, very important. That means two-factor authentication, multi-factor authentication, very, very important to protect your organization. Then to recover the data, because everybody talks about detection or recovery, but the prevention and the recovery is very, very important for us. Daily backups, because time and again, why I'm telling, if you don't want that your ransomware attack is there, then for that, the only thing what you can do it, you can recover the data immediately. So protecting, again, I'm coming back to the latest technology is called AI cybersecurity. Why? Because the youngsters, I want to give a small example here, even though it's not related to this subject, but how a small kid, how much is well versed with the process. Okay, why I want to tell this, even though it's not related to this, I'm telling you how kids also, they know what is what. to my apartments, to my gated community. My grandson is staying with me. He came onto my table and he has taken my laptop. He was asking me, Grandpa, I wanted to book a toy in Amazon. That fellow sat, he has booked the lap on sitting on my laptop, and he has booked the he is only 3-year-old, please understand. He knows the process. What he has done, he has asked me to, he has selected the toy, he has selected, he asked me to give the credit card number, and he has seen that everything they booked. Then he said, when it will come? He doesn't know. Poor fellow, he's only 3-year-old. He ran to the gate and he asked security people. They said, no, it will take 2-3 days, sir. You have to wait. That boy. Again, this fellow has waited. After 3 days, he has gone and the packet has come. He brought back home, and he has given to my wife. And he told my wife, Mama, please open the packet. Packet is open. And the toy is taken. And that fellow is telling his mama that please don't throw this packet. We can use this toy for 1 week and give back to them. Amazon. There is a facility. Imagine a 3-year-old kid knows the process of Amazon. The return policy he knows. In that world now we are living. So the AI also they are using in such a way. Children have got that access to your mobile, access to your systems, access to your Alexa. They talk everything on Alexa. So protecting AI systems also in cybersecurity is very, very, very important for us. So protecting AI systems against digital threats and exploitation, where AI as an attack vector, AI models can be exploited via data poisoning or model inversion or adversarial inputs. So the same AI tools can be used for defensive or malicious purpose also, requiring ethical governance. That's very, very important. Because when it comes to ethics, I will again give an example later. That is again AI they have taken as an attack surface. Deployed AI creates new surface vulnerability, manipulations or misuse. That is, people are doing voice spoofing or the recognition frauds. They are doing facial recognition. We can see later how I will ask that also will show it. But there is regulatory lag is the current security standard often fail to address AI specific threats and conflict because our law is not still, it has not gone further. Now the DPDP Act has come into the picture, and still we are with the old legacy laws where the punishments are very, very less. So the examples of AI security practices, I think you can have, again, we can come into the defensive strategies for trustworthy and secure AI. That is red teaming AI models, where OpenAI deploys adversarial testing. Again, adversarial training is required because that is very, very, they are doing it. Tesla trains vision models with perturbed inputs into enhance resilience into image spoofing. And again, model watermarking, that is important. Then data integrity pipelines are important. Then endpoint access controls, where actually the Apple is very serious about that. And incident simulation drills, that is again, they are conducting it. Again, cyber war games involving AI models to test response playbooks, then threat intelligence integration, and privacy preserving learning. Again, explainability, logging, and cyber insurance coverage. This is very, very important. Cyber insurance, very, very important. As per DPDP Act also, it plays a vital role. Again, here, there is deepfake manipulation, adverse inputs, and model inversion theft, and already we have discussed, and automated social engineering, we can talk later. Then how AI for cyber defense, that is again, a real-time threat detection and behavioral analytics, we can do it. AI models detect anomalies in network behavior, identifying attacks and before human detection is possible. Then adaptive learning defense are there, that is machine learning systems, continuously update evolving threat landscapes and improving defense effectiveness. Real-time detection enables millisecond level identification of phishing, ransomware, or lateral movement attacks. Threat hunting automation reduces the analyst workload by automating log parsing. And see, even though you have this much cyber defense, but still people are being attacked. That means how much faster that side. So again, I was talking about this. I was telling about hacking. What actually a hacker is a person who finds and exploit the weakness in computer systems and gain access. Hackers are usually skilled computer programmers and the skilled programmers and with knowledge of computer security. There are white hackers. They are actually good hackers, I can call, because they will take the identified weakness and also perform penetration testing for you and for your organization. Here, the black hat are very dangerous. They are the people, I can say they are the criminals. Okay. And a gray hacker in between, that fellow will be there. He will be helping as well as he will give the information to you. Script kiddies, they are the dangerous. Actually, these kiddies who are all knowledgeable, but they don't know what is going to happen in future. For fun sake, they will do all these problems. They are non-skilled, but they can get the access, because just now I was telling you how my grandson has got the knowledge. Same way, for just fun sake, they'll do. And a hacker who use hacking to send social and religious and political. Nowadays, it is what is happening in your WhatsApp. This is usually done by hijacking websites and leaving the message in the hijacked website. Freaker is there, that he is a hacker who identifies and exploits weaknesses in telephones instead of computers. Okay. I'm sorry, I'll be going fast now because again, I'll get a call from Shika. You have to go fast. So now, signs of being hacked or infected. This is very important for you. You get a ransom message or ransomware message, or you get a fake antivirus message, or you have a unwanted browser toolbars, or internet searches are redirected, or you see frequent random pop-ups. Your friends receive social media invitations from you that you didn't send. Your online password isn't working, or you observe unexpected software installs in your system, or your mouse moves between programs and makes selections. You don't know, but it is moving. Anti-malware, task manager registry editor is disabled. You cannot do that because already hacked your system. And your online accounts are missing money. It is happening nowadays for everybody. A lot of people have been notified by someone you have been hacked. And confidential data has been leaked. Your credentials are in a password dump. And you observe strange network traffic patterns. So these are all signs of, I think, being hacked or infected. So this is again, nowadays it's happening. AI powered, this is all AI bots, I can say, where artificially amplifying the popularity of a person or a movement, then influencing they are doing through this, they are influencing the elections or a financial fraud or gain trust for phishing attacks, spreading spam everywhere, manipulating financial markets, spreading misinformation, manipulate public opinion. You can put your figure, you can change the picture and do this. Even we can call it as deepfake also, the same thing. Now, this is very, very important for everybody. Social engineering, the types of description, why I'm telling, just now I was talking about, that is social engineering attacks. That is a psychological manipulation of people into performing actions or diverging conflict. This is what is happening as far as your digital arrests are happening. Where you get a call, even government is serious about that, but still people are trapped. Even police, they've paid money. Even some 38 lakhs have gone. In one of the police in the US and other countries, they lost money, even police itself. Phishing is the fraudulent attempt to obtain sensitive information such as usernames, passwords, and credit card details by disguising oneself as a trustworthy entity in electronic communication. Because this is the most dangerous as far as SMEs are concerned. You'll get always, see, I can give two examples here. One is one SME, where I can tell it is ECME, I think that is there, where one fine morning, when somebody came and when they have come to the office, the Monday morning, all systems are totally encrypted. Only one message is coming. Your system is encrypted. Only one message is there for everybody. Then the boss got a message. If you pay me this much money, I am going to release the amount. There was a ransomware attack. They are worried. Their systems are not backed up. They don't have proper password control. They don't have proper patching. A lot of issues were there in this organization. They were supposed to pay that money to them. One more company called Bright Books, where they've got a password policy, they've got a cybersecurity policy, they've got regular backups, they've got proper regular patchings, they've got antivirus, everything. Their system accidentally compromised, but they could look at that because of the awareness in employees. Every month or every 3 months, they're sending one spam or one phishing email to all the employees to test whether they know it or not. They've done that. Because of that, the total organization is protected. See the difference between these two organizations. A lot of organizations, they don't have proper password authentication or passwords. They don't have proper, because you can see that the password is very easy to guess, easy to brute force. People are able to go into the system and do it. So now, next one is spear phishing. I think it is a highly targeted form of phishing where they involves the emails being sent to well-researched victims. Then phishing, that is again voice phishing. It is nothing but a criminal phone fraud. That is also a social engineering. Smishing, that is again through SMS. It will come to you. Then whaling. This is very, very important. Where your executive director or SME or your SME CEO, he will get a mail where this whaling happens. Then a tire kidnapping involves two separate crimes, where first crime usually involves abduction of any person and thing someone highly values. Instead of demanding money, the captors demand the second crime by committed their behalf. So again, email attacks. There are common attacks already. I told you phishing. Malicious attachments. You are getting a lot of attachments. People are simply accidentally, they are clicking that and they are going to drop. And hoaxes are there. Spam calls, spams are there. A lot of spam. Scams are there, offer too good to be true, but they are not at all. So what to do? Don't open suspicious attachments. Don't follow links. Don't attempt. See, Apple applied. See, look at this right side, what I'm showing it. Whenever you get a mail, please look at that. From where it has come. Simply, it will be there, Apple. But actually, you have to look at the last. That's called DNS or IP address, whatever, where you have to look at the website, whether it is properly genuine or not. That is very, very important. It is writing, see, it is writing as given as your Apple ID password has been reset. No, that's a wrong one. We are getting from a lot of banks, ICICI Bank, SBI, all. You get look like just like SBI or ICICI Bank website. But actually, when you look into the web browser there, when you look at the URL, it will be totally different. Be careful. Look at that before opening any email. Then do's and don'ts are given, that you do not ever click directly any links. Do not ever click directly or any links. Then do not broadcast or multicast, and do not reply to the same email with sensitive data, because these are all, do not open any email attachment. Okay. And do not assume that since the email with the attachment appears to be come from your own senior executive. No. Do not use corporate email addresses for social media. Please be careful. I've seen a lot of organizations, people are using official email for social media, where they can come through inside, they can come. And do not open any email attachments and then end with, which are ending with .exe or scr, .bat or .com, because they are very, very dangerous. You must look at your own, the genuine emails you have to open it. do not respond or reply to spam in any way. Because I'm not going into technology, because just I'm telling you, see, this how it has come. Office 365 mailbox. Then phishing attacks already I discussed. Then the difference between cybersecurity risk and the cybersecurity attack vectors. Because there is a risk and see proliferation of bring own device and smart devices. Here, the application of actually here cloud computing comes, your outsourcing of critical business and processes, disaster recovery and business continuity, and periodic access reviews and log reviews will come under cybersecurity risk. Whereas in these attack vectors, you will get application vulnerabilities, remote access, ineffective patch manager, weak network security, lack of real-time security, third party, lack of data retention policy. Again, I'm going fast. Again, this is a lot of banks where you will have mobile banking risks also it is there. Mobile banking application being mapped to an incorrect mobile number. So that your actually your swim is swap and fake email, you will get interface apps and malware is and data theft will be there and increased risk of money laundering. All these risk in the banking, mobile risk banking, it is there. So there are privacy issues also it is there. I don't want to, because I don't have that much time to explain everything. So emerging technologies for security, I can say that is now the 2026, 2025, 26, that is first is artificial intelligence and machine learning. It is taking a lot of where you can get the AI and ML algorithms can automate threat detection, anomaly analysis, and incident response, and enhancing security posture and reducing human error. Even though AI is very dangerous, the same way you have got the security they are providing. Zero trust security, zero trust models are there. Assume no user or device can be trusted by default and require continuous authentication and authorization. Cloud, everybody is using nowadays cloud, and we are all dependent on cloud. So how the cloud security posture management, that is also now that there are tools where provide comprehensive visibility and a control over cloud security and configurations, ensuring compliance and identifying vulnerabilities. And the cloud workload protection platforms are there. And there the solutions offer runtime protection for cloud workloads and securing applications and data from threats. And because, see, I can help you. Once this session is over, I'll give my email ID. You please send all your doubts, whatever it is there, that also can clarify. And whatever help you want, I can do from my organization, and we will try to help the organizations. Okay, we will work together to see that your organizations are protected. Then coming to data privacy, this is very important for us. This is a very important factor, and where the data privacy or information privacy is concerned with handling, processing, storage, and usage of personal information. And privacy in general is an individual right to freedom from the prying eyes and right of person to be alone. It is guaranteed under the Constitution in many developed countries, which makes it a fundamental human right and one of the core principles of human dignity. Sharing of data without the consent of the subject. But here in our country, if you go to US and all other countries, you cannot simply go and purchase a tablet in the medical shop. There, he will ask you a prescription from a GP. Here, directly you can go to medical shop. You can take whatever tablet you want. You tell whichever. Even they don't look at you. They will not ask you any prescription also. Except these, I can say the tablets which are connected to sleep, or those tablets only, they will ask for a prescription. All others, they are giving you back. So the total data of yours is there already with the people. So the data security and data breach, both if you take, I don't want to again tell about this, but still data security is focused on protecting the data personal data from any unauthorized third-party access or malicious attacks. And data security ensures the integrity of the data. That's very, very important. Integrity is very, very important when a fraud occurs, because you will immediately know what is exactly happening. A data breach is a security incident which malicious insiders are there and they are going to steal your sensitive information. And they're going to steal your money. You're taking all your sensitive records. And they are taking your PII, personal identified information. So the most common data breaches and mostly types of cybersecurity incidents, they affect businesses, every size, industry, and geography. So these are all the need for privacy, where SMEs, you have to establish and communicate its privacy and commitments to the individual, provide choices, because this privacy is very, very important as far as SMEs is concerned. SMEs concerned, collect, use, retain, and disclose personal information according to its privacy policy. You must have a privacy policy. You must follow the privacy principles. Allow the individual to update correct personal information that is used by the organization. Protect the personal information from unauthorized use and disclosure. Otherwise, adhere to its policies, applicable laws and regulations. Then now the protection bill has come, where I think now everybody is worried about this DPDP Act, how it going to affect people. Personal information must be fairly and lawfully processed. Personal information must be processed for limited purposes. And I'm telling you, a lot of fines are there now. A lot of fines are being there as far as this data DPDP, as per the DPDP Act. So information regarding data processing must be notified to the data principal, and such notification must be easily comprehensible, and personal information must be adequate, relevant, not misleading. So these are all the, actually I can say about data DPDP Act and DPDP data privacy. And personal data processing should be in compliance with the bill. So data leakage and loss prevention, we can call it three things, that is people, process, technology. Lack of awareness, lack of accountability, lack of user responsibility for their actions, lack of data usage, lack of data transmission, and lack of data usage. Then finally, lack of flexibility, remote connectivity, no content aware DLP tools, or lack of secure communication platforms. That is the loss prevention we are talking about. And these are all the, I can say, the cybersecurity do's and don'ts. I can share this PPT to you, and you can, already it is given, already it is repeated that don't respond to the emails or phone calls, do not provide remote access through any desk or team viewer. Please be careful. Don't give anybody remote access. Must be very careful when we are giving it. Do not share complete desktop or in remote, or do not allow anyone. Do not anyone to access your official laptop or desktop without your consent. That's very important. Always ensure to validate and request authenticity. Do not use unprotected computers. Do not pay. And I can say important, do not leave computer unlocked in your office. I've seen a lot of people, they simply leave it and go. That particularly in banks or in healthcare, in medical shops, we look at that because somebody can hack your system immediately. So a lot of these things you have to take care, and do not leave improperly printed paper. This is called dumpster dive. See, what we'll do, we'll go and give our Aadhaar card for Xerox. He has done the Xerox. Immediately what he will do, he will take one more copy and keep it with him. He is selling in the market for 50 paise. Your information is already sold. Must be very careful with that. Same way, when we go to a retail store, we are all standing in queue. He will ask, what is your phone number? Immediately we give our phone number. It is a prestige issue for us. Okay. And they are taking the phone number. They are taking your details. It is there in that store already. And it is sold in the market. You know that every day you are getting calls from HDFC Bank or ICICI Bank or LIC or property people. Why they are getting? How they are getting? Because already you have shared your number to somebody. You must be very careful when we are going somewhere. you have to ask them what for this number is required. Nobody asks, simply will give. Because that awareness we don't have. That's a problem here. Again, I can say password. This is very important because even though time is not there, but I have to tell. Do not write down your password anywhere, especially around your workplace, and always keep them secure. Then do not use any personal information such as name or data. It should be critical for them. It's not easy. Complex password should be there. Do not use alphabet. Everybody knows, but still, I'm just repeating this. Do not keep the same password for a different accounts, online accounts, because easily it can be. And do not remember password in browser. That's also dangerous. Then just I'll talk about deepfake for 2 minutes. How the 25 million deepfake hit in Hong Kong highlights attacker sophistication. It's a notable case where a finance clerk, a branch of multinational corporation, fell victim of the deepfake scam and the resulting loss of. You would have seen nowadays a lot of deepfake are coming, as if Modi is speaking or Trump is speaking or somebody. They're all deepfake only. You must be very careful when you're forwarding one WhatsApp deepfake, I think, one video. That's very, very dangerous because law is very serious nowadays. See how the video, how the face is again, how is changed. That is what actually the deepfake, how it can be done. There are variations in the scheme, and face can be swapped, a puppet or master or lip sync can be done. So how the misinformation and malinformation and which can become a disinformation. Okay, our unintentional mistakes, inaccurate photo captions or dates or statistics we are giving, and deliberate publications somewhere. We'll tell that Facebook, I'm going somewhere. Where people are projecting, I'm in Mali, I'm in Bali, they will put that. They'll give all pictures. That can happen. And we are giving our date of birth, everything in Facebook also. All these information is collected, fabricated or deliberately manipulated audio-visual content and intentionally created conspiracy theories or rumors. So again, how it can be spot. If someone is blinking, you can know definitely. Too much or too little, you can know. Do their eyebrows, you will know. Does their skin look airbrushed or what? And you have to very carefully look at that. Audio, someone's voice not matching. Appearance, that means when you're speaking, the lip syncing will be totally different. What sort of reflection? But still, the AI is coming. That also now it is doing it. But still. So what the last one is dark web. Where what is dark web? It is a worldwide web content that is not part of the surface web and indexed by search engines. Your whole data actually is there in dark web. See now, internet, world wide web, deep web, dark web. Now level 0 web common. Only 4% the www content is easily accessed under government surveillance. And web surface web. Level 2 is web surface Perji web. And deep web, then charter web, Marinas web. And all put together, they'll come under 96% is in your dark web. See, 96% of www content. That means 500 times the size of surface web. Wherever we are browsing, that's only 4%. Actually, your data, everything is there in dark web. Can include harmless content like travel site search results and library catalogs. Also includes the dark web. So now what is cyber hygiene? Habits, use right tools, download antivirus software and other apps only from Google and Apple Store or the reputed ones. I'm not telling about them. Practice safe email use. Rule of thumb are never ever tap or click links or emails, and research and educate yourself on vulnerable apps and URLs that can damage your system and devices. Protect your files, encrypt them, and sensitive files. When sending emails or even those files resting your computer, be unique. That means don't use reuse passwords, other devices and accounts. Always create new, long and complex passwords. These are all the regulated landscape for SMEs. There are certain guidelines. This is actually the Center for Emergency and Response team is there, and where report cyber incidents within 6 hours, you have to report it, maintain logs, sync time servers, and retain data for 180 days. That is the guideline. DPDP Act, consent breach notification data minimization requires consent, breach reporting, data. This is very, very important for SMEs because you cannot put more money for that, but still you have to maintain. IT Act, everybody should know what is that, where the negligence penalties and compensation claims penalizes negligence in handling personal data and allows compensation claims and for data breaches. And this industry standards, already they are there. I think ISO 27, 9000, lot of standards are there. And you have to be, if you are there, you'll get your vendor is assessed, or you'll get the marketing skill you will have to get more. If you are certified, you get more business. NIST, that's a wonderful National Institute of Science and Technology from US, where they have given proper guidelines, cybersecurity guidelines for your SMEs, where they identify, protect, detect, respond, and recover, adopted by same India frameworks that apply our mighty and highly applicable to our SMEs. Sectoral compliance, RBI, this insurance firm and SEBI, SMEs operating as vendors to regulated entities or the indirectly audited third-party risk management and data handling becoming. See, the government of India, again, cybersecurity ecosystem, how they brought into this. There is support infrastructure is there. Please go into the sites and see what actually they're doing it. MIT is there, Ministry of Electronics and IT, Policy and Oversight. And certain National Incident Response Agency, it is Cyber Suraksha Kendra, Swachhata Kendra, free malware detection tools are there. Please go into that site and get the benefit of it. And ICI is there, where awareness and capacity building programs. They are very important. Then this certain what I was talking, where they'll report advisories and mandatory breach notifications. National level coordination will be there. Cyber Suraksha, recently started by Government of India, where it refers to various initiatives, training programs, and government efforts. It's very, very important for SMEs. And take action today. Visit certain.org or csk.gov.in for free resources and report incidents at cybercrimegovernment.in. These are only a lot of I have taken, but only some of them references I have given here. And queries or questions, I don't know how much time I have. I think only 8 minutes, but still, if you have anything, you can call me and ask me, or you can send me email. I am there.
Right, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for such a very informative session and so much education actually and awareness about so many things, preventive measures that our members can take to get into to prevent themselves to get into scams and all that. So, so there are 2-3 questions. Can I take that questions and
I can take it, but 1 second. Let me.
Yeah, sure, please.
Is there no? It's. Okay, please read out time because I'm not.
Yeah, so we have a question. How can SMEs prioritize security with limited budget?
Yeah,
This
that's a
is the
great
question is
question.
from Mr. Puram Singh.
Yeah. See, it's a great question actually. SMEs, even though because they will have a lot of very, as already I told in this, government has given a lot of initiatives. Is already announced a lot of initiatives for SMEs where they can protect their organization. That's very important because the basic hygiene is very, very important for them. Even if you have one system or 2 systems, the awareness comes first. How to train the employees, and whether I can patch the system. What is the password policy? What is the password? Because you are supposed to, I can say that you are supposed to protect your organization by these simple measures. You have to tell, you have to give, whether if you have network, then you have to go for a proper firewall. If you don't have a network, at least have one system, how that system is working, whether that operating system has got patch or not, or whether whether you have proper awareness in the employees, whether proper passwords are set or not. That's important for them.
Right, sir. So again, in the continuation, there is a question: what are the minimum cybersecurity controls every SME should have, and top 3 security actions SMEs should implement in next 90 days? I think this is what you have
Yeah, already I've
explained
explained in
in the
my,
presentation. Right. From Mr. Kuldeep Sharma, thank you so much, sir. You explained very well. Thank you, sir. Again, Mr. Vikram Javeri, we shall write your email later. Yeah, sure,
yeah,
sir. We will
please.
definitely share.
I'm there with
And
them. Any
Mr.
doubts,
Vikram
any
is
help, I can do it.
And Mr. Vikram is saying a very interesting session. So we really thank you, sir, for this very interesting and educative session. And I request all the members to we'll be sharing the PPT along with the details of sir, the email ID with his permission, the email ID or
Yes.
his team's email ID and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you can write to him directly, or you can write to me, and we can forward your details, queries to sir. And
Yeah.
we'll be sharing this recording of this session also. So, in case if you like to go through again the whole discussion and the explanation, so we'll be sharing that also. So, for all the members, in case if they like to have we'll be sharing the PPT and every other details by Monday. And thank you, sir. Thank you so much for answering the queries and for this very informative session. And we thank all members also for joining and making this session successful. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.